All right, day one, Merge Masters 2026. You can see my breath. It is 14 degrees in this garage. That truck is still covered in about 4 inches of snow. It's pretty rough, but plan here is: one, you guys have a camera right there. We're doing pretty good here. Two, Raven. Why are we doing a Raven? Why do we have a knockoff Strife? This is why. Reverse Straven. Yeah, reverse Straven. Obviously, step one. Blasters gotta be gutted, guys. Blasters need to be gutted. It's my favorite part. I got zero glovage on right now, so we might take a little break, plug our heater in, and try not to freeze. Alright, heater's on. It doesn't sound good, but it's on. I'm gonna bitch out a little bit and just use my drill. Take this apart. It's very cold. I'm gonna have to bring my Ryobi stuff inside. It's too cold to charge them. The snow out there is from 2 weekends ago now. It just has not gone away. It's not been anywhere near warm enough for it to disappear. Almost apart. Where's the screw head? There it is. Okay. Always fight with these coming apart the first time. And that's why. Look at all that. Just almost probably living in the bottom there. Oh my god, I'm so cold. Alright. Oh my god. It's my only source of warmth except for the heater, which is not doing anything right now for me since it's at my legs. Now it's up here. Hopefully that does something now. Alright. I need a bin. Magnetic dish. Screw. On all this. This was a Goodwill find. That actually pretty much just answers everything that's going on here. I'm acting like you guys don't know how to do a Raven. I've done these since they came out. Yeah, I'm old. There is that expansion. It's not perfect just yet, but it has been there for a while now. Very crudely done, if I don't say so myself. Gotta get the side. The auto pusher works. That's pretty cool. Zero thought about what to do to that, because I just plan on using this as an afterburner. But let's get this off. Front end, and I can put the block pieces in from worker that I have. Still have a bottom rail. If we do here, we have all that extra dead space, which I'm already fighting. But if we do here, we can do something really cool with the Centurion side rails to cover that. Give us a nice, smooth bit. I have a really good idea. Okay. What I'm going to do is that. Lining it up will be the hard part. I'm aware of that, and that will be an afterthought. Like everything else I do. Alright. Next step, put some screws back in that we just took out to hold this stripe together so I can cut it in half. It's actually going to be more than half, but whatever. Then we get to power tools, which will keep me warmer. No, they won't. That's just a lie. Why am I even trying to lie to myself at this point? They ain't gotta be tight. They ain't gotta be tight. I just need to hold this thing together so I can cut it in half. And then pretty much get thrown out because I'm using a drill. I shouldn't be using a drill. Just rounded heads of this off, that's all I'm doing. Okay, so there's my line. I'm gonna come here. Attempt that, and down to there. This is the area I might get rid of depending on how this lines up with the shell halves, but I gotta get to my bandsaw. Y'all can't see that. Not like you can't see that. I am going to take you with me, but from that angle you could not see the bandsaw. Now you can see the bandsaw. Why would you want to turn on? Have an answer. Where is the plug? The plugs are everywhere. Don't ever do this, but it's cold. You need your bandsaw to start moving, right? Tighten that sucker back up. Go. So first cut. There you go. It's our front cone. And now, need to make sure. It's perfect! Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Alright, I'm loving that right now, that's for sure. Wow. Okay. First thing now, I don't know. This battery has juice, guys. This is the portable Ryobi hot glue gun. It has been my best friend since Christmas, when I demanded that I have a new hot glue gun, because Merge Masters killed mine last year. That's actual truth, it did kill it. Oh, there's like ice in that. That was steaming when we came out here 25 minutes ago. This heater has popped its like internal thing and reset itself like 4 times. That battery just died. Is it just too cold? Set it down lightly. There we go. It just turns back off. It's too cold for it to want to do anything. And I can't blame it. It is so cold out here. Do I still have my corded? I could see if this will still work. I don't know. I doubt it. I really do. We're going to find out right now. I keep these old things around just in case I ever do have a problem. I can still keep going if I don't have AKA batteries in this moment. AKA. I don't even know. Okay, it's on. Wow, I didn't think it was going to turn on. Okay, we'll give that an ample amount of time. That's not even plugged in. Great. Okay. In the meantime, we gotta clean this up because we can't have a mess out here while we're doing this. So, nice thing is, this is all that put away and now done. That's done. Which honestly makes it so much easier. Keep that there. The drill goes away. I don't know if that battery is going to willingly charge in this cold weather. It will. Perfect. Cutters. Merge Master patch just because we flexed during our photo. Our Coop 772 logo. Bro himself. That was actually annoying to draw, but I respect it. I respect that. I respect it. The Nexus Pro that once we get the nose on this, we're going to do. We're going to keep that over there. That belongs to the plant. Oh. The lore behind the badges is last year I had them hanging on my pegboard. Pretty much right here, actually. As I was drying DEF CON and everything. The Honda no longer exists. We got rid of that in the summer. Pretty much like in June, right after Merge Masters and Maryland Mayhem. We got rid of that. We have a Subaru WRX right there. Right there. We won't be sacrificing that. That's too nice for us, in all honesty. But yeah, we're going to let this hot glue gun warm up. Until glue starts coming out of the tip. LOL. In the meantime, Half-Dart pusher, meet Raven pusher, and you get that idea. This is a black carbon fiber PLA, and that will go on pretty much like it actually notches in here. My brain will let me figure this out. We'll have to such a cool idea, and I just have to keep fumbling around with cords. Because it's too fucking cold to run everything that I want to run. What is this going to? That's the Dremel. We don't need the Dremel right now. We're not to the Dremeling phase. We're to the bandsound phase. Bonesaw is ready. Perfect. Yes! Oh, yes. Okay. We took the little sight guy off the top, and that's going to work perfectly. First thing we're going to need to do is get our diagonal cutters. Also, the other nice thing, this is not a different type of plastic on the knockoff like the OG is. I'm going to trim this a little bit. Go. It's very fragile though, like you see I'm chipping it. But I think now, oh yeah, we'll have a little thumb thing here to flip this up, which will also act as our front sight. Obviously I'm really excited. This is falling together almost as well as the first one last year did. We already have our main body assembly pieces. Our front end is on. It aligns with the barrel. Our pusher mechanism. Positioning is started. That's going to sit here and dry all day. It'll actually be dry in the next 5 minutes because of how cold it is. We have that figured out. The only other thing that I want to do is get these. These are from the Centurion. What I wanted to do is use them as like... Is that meant to be? That's meant to be. Hold on. Hold on again. Posts are gone. And now... It's gonna flare a little bit there because of the strife bit. But... Look at that. Does that not look sick? Oh shit. Alright. We can take a little of this off. Down the road. Because that will act as the bottom motor cover. But no, honestly, I think I like it. Down a little bit more like that. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. Hold it. Look at that. That's epic. Alright, tack that. See how that looks. That is tacked. Back. Tack it up here. Raven. That. Just kind of get that line a little bit there. Fill that hole with that. This is a second to dry. See how that's gonna look. Take the post off the other side. If this works, it's been 40 minutes and we're gonna have like our design done. I know we'll have to do a little bit of cutting work here. What we're going to need, though, is a good old tape measure. We are 11 1/4 to that. How far from the front are we? About 2 inches. Okay, so if we go about 2 inches in and keep it at the same height, I need to cut this like this. Like that. Now, if this doesn't work, I've screwed everything up and we can't use these. But that's never stopped me before. I went a little before my line on the bottom, and it's going to be perfect if I take the line. Okay. Okay. Put my high center on that post. Posts are optional. Edge off of it. I want my coffee, which I'm surprised doesn't have an ice layer on it. I'm almost gonna feel like I gotta attach more shit. I don't want to sound conceited, but I know I'm good, but I don't think I'm that good. 40 minutes worth of work. That cut's perfect. They line up. They're the exact same distance from the front, which is insane. We're gonna have that there, which will literally line up perfectly. Our rotation angle is correct. We're lined up with the muzzle through the thing. Like, yeah, we're good. Also, I love this color shift PLA. That's a side note. Our battery door area, we got a lot of work to do there. Putty and stuff. But there, that's what that's gonna look like. Our front foregrip, I'm messing around with this idea, but I don't think I like it at all. Because that's gonna be in there, you know? I don't think I like having that big chunky of a grip, since we don't need that much of a grip. However, my brain is processing. What if we cut this up and we use the knuckle guard area? Let's do that. I will miss this thing, but it won't be that missed. I left that in there. Well, good news, it just falls out now. We're gonna end up shaving a lot of this down. This was an already painted project that I was just gonna put different internals into. Not anymore. There. Now we have a full knuckle guard. However, don't like that thumb clearance. That would be too low. Kind of wants to tuck itself up in there, though, and I just can't get my thumb through that gap. The whole point I want is to get my full hand around the foregrip. Alright. Let's keep workshopping here. We got a lot of stuff around us right now. So if we're not going to use any of that, that's just going to go over there. That will be... Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. This is an insane thought. Literally insane. What if we master key this thing? That'd be an insane twist to what I'm already thinking about doing. What if I master key this? I totally could. Oh my god, I totally could. Come on, brain. Process. Process what's going on. Process. You know what you need to do, you know what you want to do, and how do you do it? What do we have that you can do that with? What do we have? Bin to be cut up and destroyed. What do we have? This is how my brain does stuff, guys. I don't know if you can hear this. I just got a random ass idea, and then all of a sudden we just roll with it. I don't have a Boomco dart. I just primed this and I don't have a Boomco dart to fire it. Alright, that sucks. We'd have no way to retain that would be the problem. That's the fire. Alright, should be a problem on that. Okay. Nothing in here we could really do that with. That's okay. That plan doesn't have to become a thing. It's just a thought. Thought. That's what she said. Anyway. What to do? I want to fill that foregrip area. I don't know with what. Also, right now we have what? We have only 3 blasters in this? It's actually ice now. That is like legit actually ice cubes. We're solid. It's only 10:40. Oh, are we solvent welded in the back here? We might be solvent welded. Nope, just missed a screw. Okay. Here's our rear mag well. Thought. I'm gonna take out all the interior to it up until the wall right here, right there, and see if I can just pop it on the back. It's a possibility, but I'm kind of doubting that. Based on what I know I can do in a relatively short amount of time with what I have. But we're gonna give it a shot. As there ain't saying I can't do it if I didn't try it. We're on full speed. Let's get to cutting. That one. There's that flap. Gotta get rid of this one a little bit. Gotta get rid of the triangulation. Triangulation gone. Not gonna need those screw ports anyway. Get out of here, get going. Alright, that's gone. We don't need this screw port either. The screw port's gone. I want to keep that one right here because I want to retain it a little bit. That big chunk's gone. Come on. Oh, my hands are so cold. There's that trunk. Opening that up. Alright, that one will be gone. That's the triangulation. Alright. I need a 5-minute warm your hands up. I'm freezing, I'm covered in dust. It's about 11. If we can make it till like 11:15, 11:30 and get a lot of this done, I'll be very, very happy. Okay. Let's see, that was good. That. I'm gonna twist this off now. not a lot holding it, but I just couldn't get to it. Okay. All right, let's see our clearance here. That actually opened up quite a bit of room. That really did. Wow. Emptied all that out. Not as a lot as I would like, in all honesty. I think what we can actually do here, not that I like doing it, but I think it's an option, because I will have a mag well. I'm not going to have a mag well. I want this to be here, right? Like that's ideally where I want this. And it kind of wants to do that. That's the butt of that. You can see I kind of have that wedged really nicely. But if I remove the back of this, you got to remember we don't need that. This is risky, however, because if I mess this up, I can't put this back. And I don't have another Raven to build into this. Actually, that's a lie, I do. Fuck it. Alright. Decisions were made. Decisions were made, that's for sure. Okay. It's gonna work. But we gotta take this top of this off now. Okay. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's terrible. Terrible line. Care. The thing is, the Raven is a lot thicker than what we're trying to do. But we've cut the whole butt of it off, so now we kind of have to do something here. It's a lot skinnier than I thought this was honestly going to be. So I think what we're going to do here is get this chunk off of this. That's what we got now. My hands are really, really cold. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna do there, is that. And the nice part is, if I trim a little bit of this interior, this Raven back half out, without interrupting the track that all this mounts to, which is important for our pusher. Think, yeah, I can get it to kind of tuck in a little bit, which would be ideal. I shouldn't have cut the back of this off, in all complete honesty. I really shouldn't have. Should have just left it alone. But you can see the thought process is to have that back mag well beyond there. More than just sitting there, too. Have it be like semi-mechanical. Oh, my hands, though. Then, the with that being a thing, we can take these covers from the Modulus Mark II, which have a broken chunk in them. That's nice to know. Thought I broke that stud off. Anyway, have this, then be the on-top cheek rest to cover that. I think will work great. We just got to get this mated to that, and I think we're gonna have to just cut that angle that we have on the back of the Raven on this. All right, I got that more of an angle that I want, more square. That way we'll have good mechanical adhesion there. I'm gonna take some interior parts of this Raven out of the way, which look to be Magwell related. I don't really want to, but I will. Again, this is gonna get a Talon pusher anyway. So any trimming or cutting we do isn't gonna matter. Oh, we're shattering the shell because it's so cold. I didn't think about that. Okay. Oh, it's so cold, dude. It's so fucking cold. I need to clean this cut up anyway, though. Okay. Alright, those angles line up better now. We got the notch out of the top. It's so cold. We might be calling it a day momentarily, but I want to get this tacked up so I can see it fully. Like that. So there's not a lot to mount that to. Just this top area, which I gotta clean up a little bit better apparently. This side. Rip that right out of my hand. Wow. It's so cold, it's just chipping it away. If that's not a sign that plastic is extremely brittle in sub-freezing temperatures, then I don't know what is. Let me just finish this up, and then I gotta call it. It's too cold. My fingers are really, really cold. I'm not faring very well. Where's the Dremel? Oh, it's been like at least a good hour and a half out here. A lot of good progress made. All right, we got that out of the way. I think now finally we'll be able to tuck this in right to where I want it. Right about there. Not really. What's going on here? What is going on here? I gotta. Fingers are so cold. Starting to burn. All right, we gotta make this quick here. We have to actually make this pretty quick. Okay. Doing that keeps it centered. But I need more of this top going. Okay, I can do that. That's fairly simple. Wear eye protection when you do this. Don't just squint like I do, because that almost got my eye. Okay, now I should be able to tuck this in. Yep, exactly the way I want to. I'm gonna have to put a screw in real quick just to make sure this is aligned. This does retain the original mag release, so that'll be decently cool just to have it there. Alright, I think now you will be able to do that. Wish I kept that top screw port so I could have proper anglage. It's okay. It doesn't bother me too much. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is actually just take it out completely. I left half of it sitting there. Just get rid of it. Okay, there's that. Now, yeah, exactly what we wanted. Nice. All right, we're gonna have to kind of pinch this. Kind of wanted it in a bit further, use the gap I made. However, I don't think that's gonna be the best option for us right now. Try one other thing. Okay, that is a lot of structural gone. Okay, I think now, yeah, we'll be able to get that right where I want it, right there. Use the angle we made here and the angle we have here to butt up against each other like so, and tuck it in. Shells will close, perfect. Because now we'll have the angles meeting, so we can still get to that rear magwell and still retain the magwell here, or the mag release there. We're a little off-center because of the internal ribbing on this, and I'm trying really careful to be really careful. Alright, hold on. I'm sick of this. Getting hit in the face with plastic. in my eye. And I wish to be able to not look away. There we go. Should be okay. I'm gonna find out right now. I'm covered in so much green, it's ridiculous. It slides in super easy now. And I can get my angles lined up. So my shell lines are now lined up as well. All right, we're gonna tack this from the top here. Take these off now. How far will this insert itself? So right about there, okay. Panel gaps are aligned. Got hot glue. Gotta let this bottom out against something right there, I think. Fill that in there, okay. Get around that gap too. And in there. Let that dry for a split second. Press our shells together. Flip. Okay. We're a little tweaked. I could take this now and just right there. Fix our in angle as well, right there. I see when the hot glue dried, it slipped in. That keeps that angle right. A little off side to side here. I can fix that by just pushing that side in a little bit more. Well, that is actually a really good length for me. Give me 2 mag wells, a screw port right next to a screw port, which is literally going to be perfect. Now, can we get this to slot down and cover our mess with the top? I think we can do that. Let that sit there. It's actually going to stand itself up. Basically, what I'm going to end up doing here is taking right at that line on both sides and seeing if that will let me use it as a cover. Right, we unplug that. We could just use the Dremel, actually. It'd be easier to control. Okay, that's on my arm. It's kind of funny. Now, we should be able to use this. Literally like that. We'll fix our angles and everything we got going on. Oh, this is so fucking painful. Okay. Should be able to use that as that. Rise up and give me a cheek rest as well. We're gonna do, I really like that. That looks great. What we're gonna do right now is just get this able to be tacked in place quickly, like so. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. Let's get this off of there. We're gonna have to reverse it so it's like that. I think that will be better. We got another hot glue stick right here. I gotta get the longer ones. I'm going through this like fucking crazy right now. Okay. Like that, and now should be able to do that with that. Right there. Just come up a little bit right there. Hold on, I can fix that. Okay. Up. Now, all these strings will come off later. We should be able to take those side pieces we cut off and use them as contour. So cold. That's perfect. That's gonna be great. Set that there. We might have to call it. We might have to call it. I'm too cold. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I'm so close to having this idea in my head work. This could be a sanding problem. Let me get this on here. If this works, this is going to be great. If it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed. Fuck, dude, I'm so cold. Get in that line right there. Right there. Come on. Do what I want you to do, not what you want to do. Fuck, do I keep going through this like crazy right now? It's basically going to act as if we opened it, expanded it, and then put it over. But without doing just that, all I did was cut the sides and lay them on the side of the stock. That way when we separate the stock, it will still be attached both sides. Once this is glued on, we gotta call it. I'm too cold. My coffee has an ice layer. The heater's literally overheating, and I need to be done. So we're gonna get this side glued on. It does cover up a good chunk of the ugliness, which is perfect. This one we'll have to do a little differently because we have the expanded door in the way. The nice part is we can just take our Sharpie, draw a crude line, and just cut it. The hands are literally shaking. My teeth are chattering. I think that's gonna be perfect. And go right on. Yeah, it is. What we're gonna do now is just let that sit like so. That sit there. Come in with this under here. Just build up a mounting point for that to dry onto. Almost done. Just gotta let it dry, and I'll show you guys what's going on. A lot of this is gonna be cut out because you can't see anything at this point. This clip is staying in, showing how insane I am for being out here in less than 16 degrees. Just for Merge Masters. That's literally the only reason we're doing it. I don't have a lot of time this year to do this kind of stuff. So we got to use the time when we got it. Holy shit. Okay, I think it's dry enough. This is what we have so far. This is going to be easy to work with because we made those lines work so well on each side. This will end up putting directly to that. A lot of sanding to go on with this and a lot of gap filling on that side, but it will be all right. We'll be good. Honestly, I am very, very happy with how day one has turned out. We have a full workable rifle. I still want to figure out this, but I think it would even just be okay because we have these side panels here that we can use those as the grip. I think we'll be all right. This is what we got so far, guys. We're gonna take an update picture of it, get it in there, our video link once it's edited, and that's day one. That'll be day one of Merge Masters. My balls are frozen. That's officially what's happened. Peace out. Cut it. We done.